up, everybody? Today I want to talk about adjustment, and I want to talk about adjustment because it is one of the hardest things that one has to go through, whether it be financial loss, personal loss, loss of a family member. It's not the actual real loss that affects you, it's adjusting to the loss. Whether it be, you're going through bankruptcy or whatever. Adjustment is one of the hardest things to go through, especially if you lose like a family member or someone that was close to you for years. It's one of the hardest things that a human being has to go through, and it's one of the toughest things we all have to go through, is learning to adjust without that person, learning to adjust to new surroundings if you're moving, or wherever it may be. Learning to adjust is terrible. I'm going through it now, and I've been going through it, but you know what? The longer you go through it and the more you learn to adjust, the stronger you become, and the more, viable you become to your surroundings, and the more you start to love your surroundings and love the new you that you're becoming. Because not only are you adjusting to this new life, but you're adjusting to a new you, a new way of thinking, a new way of living without this person, a new way of living in a different environment than you were before. It's different. And adjustment is hard. Adjustment will never be easy. And that's one thing as human beings that will always affect us, is we're always gonna have to go through adjustments at some point or time in our life. Like our teenagers move out to college one day, or they move into another house, and we have to deal with that adjustment. Or we go through the death of a spouse, or we go through a bankrupt, whatever it may be, we all have to go through it. We all have to learn to adjust. And it's one of the hardest things, honestly, as a human being. And we have to learn how to cope with it. Just like I was talking about yesterday about, stop trying to skip the struggle. You can't try and skip the struggle. You have to learn to adjust to your surroundings. And we as human beings, I talk about this $1 million mindset, that you are what your environment is. If you hang around the A crowd, you will become an A student. If you hang around the B and C crowd, you will become a B and C student. Because your environment plays a crucial role. When you're trying to live without someone, or you're living in an entirely different new city, it's difficult. It really is difficult learning to adjust, because you have to learn to adapt to everything around you. And so what I have to say as an influencer is adapt to your surroundings and learn to embrace the new you. You got to learn to embrace the new things coming to you. Don't look at it just as a loss. Look at it as a new opportunity. Like if you lost someone you love, you're going through a breakup, look at that as an opportunity to work on yourself. If you're going through a financial loss, and you had to move and pick up to a new city, think of all the new opportunities, the job opportunities out there, the new people you can meet. You have to stay on the positive side. I mean, things may not be positive, but the more you look at things the positive way, the more positive things will come your way. So that's what I want to talk about to everybody today, is adjustment is hard. It's never going to be easy, but it's one of the hardest things we have to go through in life, and never going to be easy. So learn to embrace your surroundings, learn to adapt as human beings. Crabs molt their shells, lobsters molt their shells, caterpillars turn into butterflies. Adaptation is key. Learning to adapt is key. So that's what I wanted to get to you guys today. So thank you. Have a great day. Babino signing off.